About Bayonne, if we can. Is this a dead rubber for them?
Yeah, I would. It's difficult, isn't it? I mean, they've not got a lot to play for in the Challenge Cup, but at the same time, as I said before, I've seen the way we've played in the Challenge Cup, and in the Heineken Cup in games that are supposedly dead rubbers. We've played plenty of teams and won in Heineken Cup and in the Challenge Cup when people would say that we haven't really got a chance of going through, because if you're a good team, you have proud players who want to achieve things and they want to play well, and they have a pride in the team, and the values across the team of how they play for each other are very important. Now, I don't know whether those are very strong values in Bayonne. I presume they are, and I expect they are, because they're a top 14 side. And when you have those values, then every game's worth playing. We would certainly expect every game we play this season, whether it's a so-called dead rubber or not, to be very important to the lads we put on the rugby pitch. And I'm expecting the same from Bayonne.
Even though I think they played Toulon Friday after the Saturday game, so you could possibly argue a game where they can't progress versus a team where they're playing the European champions who are currently second in the top 14. Perhaps they might rest one or two.
Perhaps they might, and perhaps they might go that the Toulon game is a game that's a dead rubber, and they'll go hard for this game. Who knows? The truth is, every club in the competition has to register 38 players. We've registered 38 players. You pick 23. If you have 5 or 6 injuries, then there's not many players outside your first team that you're not going to get involved. So, Bayonne will come here. They'll be a dangerous team. They'll be as dangerous as we let them be. I think we know what we have to do. We have to win the game. We want a home court final. But if we take anything for granted, if you give a French team any room to breathe, they can hurt you from anywhere on the pitch. People have seen that time and time again. What we've got to make sure we do is we don't give them any opportunity to get their tails up or for them to feel that there's something here for them. That's going to take a lot of emotional effort from us at the start of the game, and obviously what we have to do is just do that, is start very well, get our crowd involved, and make it a good afternoon and evening for ourselves and not for Bayonne, and that'll take a lot of physical hard work. There's no magic to it. We've talked about that this week, and we've got to be prepared to give more to the game than they're prepared to give.
There are a few firsts left at this club now, in terms of kind of top flight rugby, perhaps a top 4 finish in the Premiership and a home knockout tie in a European tournament. That's the prize if you win, really, if we're honest, at the end of this day. And how important in the grand scheme of things to you is a home tie here at Sandy Park in the last day of a European tournament?
Well, I mean, it's obviously important. It's only important for a lot of reasons. I mean, the fact that we want to play in big, as you say, big knockout games. B, obviously the financial incentive to hopefully have a big crowd here at Sandy Park, and obviously the opportunity to potentially, at this stage, it's still with the potential to have a home semi-final, and then who knows. So there's a lot of reasons why it's important. At the same time, bigger picture, I've always said that the development of this club will never depend on one game. It will never depend on one fixture. We're pretty set on where we want to go, and we will go there almost regardless. I think that's kind of the mindset we've got here. But at the same time, you progress as a club, and your team and your players progress by being involved in big, emotionally testing, pressurised fixtures. And getting a home quarter final here against anybody would be, an emotional and pressurised fixture, and that would be great for us to be involved with.
And finally, from me, squad-wise, how is the side looking? And where are you thinking about who might come in and who might?
Yeah, I mean, we're likely to be very similar to where we were last week. We very much targeted these 2 games to get the pedal down and give ourselves the best opportunity to get that home quarter final. So we'll pick a very strong squad. We have got the odd bump and bruise from a very tough game over in Connacht. We'll assess those over the rest of the week, and hopefully, as I said, we'll put a very strong team out. We haven't got everybody back from injury, but they'll slowly be dripping back in, and obviously what we're hoping for is that we have pretty much everyone back by the time we get back into the Premiership.